भाई क्या बकचोदी है ये यार, नई स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट हो गई भाई। व्हाट द फक रे। भाई क्या बकचोदी है रे।
I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
you heard the man. Fine. I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay? Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta. Call me Violet. I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevator...
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess that'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide
भाई
us
क्या
with an
बकचोदी है रे।
unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Restore the server.
I have dogs at home that are better trained than you are. Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access this. Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Each segment of the core needs to be powered by a beam. Good job. This core wasn't too complex. But rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
सर्वर रिबूट हो
The
गया
assassins
friends।
would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins. The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. Just,
Should we get back to the
just
Animus?
get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you know, feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you know, feel like being sneaky. Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now,
Use Animus style speed to sail faster and cover long distances more quickly. Davenport Homestead, March 1752.
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor? That's Adewale, who's a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
See?
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened. It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince. How many were lost? Thousands. No family was left.
Reach the training area.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss? Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kasagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do
Hey
not waste
buddy,
your words. Shay abhors
hey
improvement as
PUBG
much as cats
Gaming,
abhor
hello
dishes.
brother.
Hey.
How are you doing, man?
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from
Thanks
me
for
to keep a lady
subscribing,
waiting.
brother.
I'm
Thank
your lady
you.
here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true, at least. What should we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed?
Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target.
Don't even think about it.
मैंने आपके चैनल में टैग डाला है इससे तो वो टैग पे क्लिक किया तेरा चैनल शो हुआ अपने चैनल में टैग डाला इससे हम इसी से
Attack from around a corner and your target will never know what hit him.
ऐसा क्या
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective.
He's right there.
इंडिया का ही है ना हाँ ब्रो मैं इंडिया का ही हूँ तेरी माँ का
Huh. The classic haystack. Hide in it, and surprise your target when he gets close.
Hey!
तेरी माँ का भरोसा साला ही Hide in dense vegetation. Oh. अभी समझा रहे मैं
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective.
Ooh. Ooh. Way to whistle when you hidden to attract. ऐसा
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective.
I see him there.
What the fuck? इंडिया में कहाँ से ब्रो जयपुर राजस्थान
Top form, Shay.
नहीं रहे फिर से स्पॉट हो गया मैं
I see him there.
I am surprised.
I will kick your ass to the next street if I
Kill from above, kill from haste check. एक तो मेरे को ऊपर से मारना है. और एक मेरे को ये क्या है? हेस्ट चेक क्या है?
He's right there.
तेरी माँ का भरोसा बढ़ रहे. हाइड इन. पहले तो हाइड करना है मेरे को. हाइड होना. अबे भाई व्हाट द फक. यहाँ से चढ़ा, यहाँ से वो हो ही नहीं रहा. अबे यार क्या दिमाग का भरोसा करना है. इसमें लेसन्स कंप्लीट करने में मेरा दिमाग खराब हुआ बस. किल फ्रॉम अबाउ, किल फ्रॉम हेस्ट चेक. 8 मिनट होगा.
He's right there.
इसमें
You certainly know how to handle yourself.
बस एक तो हो गया. किल फ्रॉम अबाउ. अब किल फ्रॉम अबाउ का कहाँ से करूँ? एक ऑप्शन आ रहा होगा ना कहीं रिच का.
You certainly know how to handle yourself.
Nah, easy.
You did better than I expected.
हो गया.
Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more.
There's more, Captain Cheech.
I am waiting. It is time for the hunt. Use all your senses together to find
Press L to
prey.
activate the eagle. Locate your target.
Killing should not be meaningless.
Skin then.
What nature gives us. Good. Now to
Craft
use what you have
pistol
taken from nature.
holster. ये क्या सिखा रहे हैं मेरे को? Press to access the crafting menu. Pistol holster.
With these, you can keep your pistols close. I hope that you will demonstrate more skill to your other teachers.
The fuck?
I would love to talk to you, Shay, but this is not the time.
मेरे को बात करनी नहीं.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets.
Look at the target
Take your
with
time.
the right.
Not too much. More work after this. Reload.
Press Y to shoot the highlighted target with your pistol.
Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run.
Shoot the target within the time limit. अबे कहाँ चल रहे हो?
Hurry up.
What the fuck? भाई मैंने दोनों उसको मारे.
You can shoot better than that. Come on.
B.
Faster. Time's running out. Well done, Shay. Keep it up.
Aye, keep it up. सीख लिया
Phoenix
हमने
has one
सब.
more thing to show you. Go on, get a move on.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits,
Aye, yeah.
Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, But I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
क्या है memory to lessons and remain undetected during Hop's lesson. Complete Lamb's lesson in under 40 seconds. Mission complete.
Where to? Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we're not most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
Yellow. Enemies are alerted and looking for you. Red. You are in conflict.
Crowd it all on!
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackendall, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. Do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Short and safe! Get off the squall!
Bring in top halyards! Pull! Cliff dead ahead, sir!
Trim us off the wind!
Let go anchor!
मिशन
Trust
स्टार्ट
me,
कर
you will
दिया
sell
हमने
those
फ्रेंड्स.
lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
वैल्यू के मैच चल रहा था. फिनिक्स वाज रिफ्यूजिंग हिम. 2 सेकंड रह गए and even teleported because he
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. But it's much more than that.
Adewale was already a legend before joining the Brotherhood. He was a pirate. The scourge of the West Indies, rubbing elbows with the likes of Blackbeard, Woods Rogers and Calico Jack Rackham.
Very nice. Hold up, use it to look around and use it to zoom in and out. The best tool, let's see, look at the ship to see how powerful it is and what cargo it is carrying. To use it, R to look around, ठीक है.
There, Cap. An English vessel. And she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Now, let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sight. I say this is a good day to lighten King George's pockets.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. And all spoils.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what hit them.